So y'all know how debugking is trash, right? I have a solution. Just don't play the game. All of your problems in life will be solved. Depressed? Just stop playing debugking. No bitches? Just stop playing debugking. Or the devs could actually make themselves useful and actually make it a fun game to play. Wow, who would have ever thought? If you have ever played debugking for more than 10 seconds, you have realized that the combat system is broken as fuck. You cannot go 10 seconds without getting jumped as a freshie. Then when you do, you can't fight back, especially if it's a heavy user, because they will one-shot you, and apparently that's balanced. And some builds, like fucking dual guns builds, can do a bar per hit. Like, what? You'll also realize how boring it is to fight other people, and it really doesn't just depend on their builds. You can get into parry trades for fucking 10 minutes, and that's just the entire fight until until the fight just ends up coming down to who landed more M1s or mantras. You might be saying or thinking, oh well, that's how you fight in debugking. Well, if that's how you fight in debugking, this game is boring as fuck. That's another reason why nobody has fun playing this game anymore. The replayability in debugking is completely non-existent. You get one slot to level 60, and unless you enjoy doing the same thing over and over again, you just get bored of the game and you completely drop it. That's what happened to me for about fucking 6 months or something. After I got my 70-year-old slot to level 60, I didn't even wipe it. I just stopped playing the game because it's really boring to progress another slot when you already have one that's max level that you can hop on at any time. So, yeah. Balancing is another thing in debugking that is practically non-existent. You could have a crit blade fucking one-shot you because of all the absurd damage buffs and boosts that are for some reason in the game and haven't been nerfed after the entire player base has been complaining about it since the weapon's been out. Like crit blade, fucking every heavy weapon. The heavy crits are busted. Like you can just go around fucking spamming that shit. And then rapiers do more damage. Like the fucking Halloween rapier does more damage than a medium weapon, and it swings faster with the most shit animations. How can I have 50% physical armor and I still lose like 15% of my health to one rapier crit? The balancing in this game is complete dog shit, and the way the developers handle it is fucking disgusting. It's like they neglect the player base and they don't care about anything we have. Flame Charm, as you can see in the background, I mean, I was destroying this guy, but Flame Charm has not received like any nerf since its release, and it's the most annoying thing to fight. You gotta waste your roll every 3 seconds because you keep getting put on fire. And the parry timings on all the mantras are complete dog shit. You can't parry Fireblade for your life. I can parry Fireblade like 1 out of 20 times in Flame Repulsion and that shit like Master's Flourish. Like medium is the most cancerous thing. Medium Flame Charm, medium get. Bro, honestly, I think the whole combat system, all elements, everything should be reworked. Hopefully that's what happens when layer 2 drops, because I know the developers were talking about revamping the whole combat system. I hope they do this, they revamp all the mantras and shit too, fix the animations and parry times and such. That's all I really want. I don't really care about layer 2, but yeah. The way to fix combat is literally just revamp the combat system, like, entirely. The combat system is already fucked as it is, and it's boring as hell. You get into parry trades, and then, like, if you land one more M1 than the other guy, then you win. It's boring as fuck. Then for the balancing, like, if the developers played their own game and not on their custom fucking light keeper slots with shit like all them super powers or whatever, then maybe they'd see how shitty their game is and unbalanced it is, and they do something about it. And also for replayability, like, they can just play the game and find ways to make it more interesting, like play the game instead of just like creating their own builds in studio, and then just putting that under their player. But I think that's just me. Shit, let's see. Farming bosses for your bell. Doing Duke premiered on like 20 fucking times, and that's supposed to be super fun, right? Farming for enchants before La Place, like fucking, you gotta, enchants were so rare. If you found one, that was like fucking winning the lottery back then, bro. Like, before the enchant rate was doubled and all that stuff, like, you were the king of the world if you got an enchant. Like, if you had a weapon enchant and it was actually good, like you got blazing or some shit on like an actual decent weapon like shattered or some shit, you were on top of the world. You were actually like, you were him. But now, like, enchants are common, so it don't really matter. But that's the one thing that they did good. But fucking bells and shit, depth farming is the most retarded thing ever. Like, I swear to God, you can't get restored because something spawns on top of you. That's crazy. That is crazy. And then you wonder why so many motherfuckers be exploiting. Like, I'm gonna be real, I don't exploit because I'm not trying to get banned. But I mean, everyone hacks in this game, bro. Like, just take your ass to depths if you really need bell and you got synapse. But like, bro, you pull up with the exploits, just fly to depths, get to level 60, get your bell, you up out of there, and then just sell the account and get like $50 off that shit. Like, with bell, like, if you actually try to play the game normally, just fucking say goodbye to your free time if you're just gonna spend your whole day, your whole fucking life on Deepwoken, because it takes forever to progress in the game if you don't have adept or you don't beat trial, because trial is actually pretty difficult if you're not like no-lifing this game. Shit, let's see, adept is thankfully going to be the new base progression, whatever, instead of it being this slow ass like what it currently is without adept or mark, which is amazing. But why do they gotta wait until layer 2 to add this? Like, bro, they just added an update. Why didn't they just implement it then? And also, why don't they just play the fucking game? It's their game, they don't play it, and then they get fucking frustrated when people start leaving because they don't listen to the player base telling them that everything is broken. Like, let's see, fucking all the fucking bugs where an enchant can do all of your health. Let's see, fucking obfuscation doing 3,000 damage in one hit from a dagger, and also daggers being brain dead and heavy. Like, you can, like, doing a bar per hit is super reasonable, and then just not being able to parry one because the swings are faster then you can see fucking faster than light over here. Like, bro, just pull up with the stiletto, you can beat a level 60. Like, if you fight a level 60 and you're using stiletto and they ain't never played a dagger user before, that's actually a pretty fair fight. Like, I'm a be real. If you know how to block, parry, and dodge, and it's a level 60 who ain't never played a dagger before, you're probably winning. Like actually. Also, this ganking shit, these flood guilds, also need to be, like, something needs to be done about them, because there is no way having 50 Lancelot members in one server for 2 niggas in an enemy guild, like, to be fair, how's that fair? Fucking 10-to-1 ratio of Lancelot to like any other guild, and that's fair, because they joined the server first, so like, yeah, they got more loyal guild members or some shit, bro. I'm in verse, so I mean, we got good members, but at the same time, we are not no flood guild. We are not a flood guild. The only reason anybody in our guild will flood is if people told us to. Like, I was in my own guild, bro. How I get 2v9'd, and these motherfuckers really switched out on me 5 times in a row, and then they still want to call me a mutt. How you gonna switch out on me 5 times? It was me and my officer right before I joined verse. They switched out on me 5 times. Me and my officer, they switched out 5 times. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I gotta just get this into your head. They switched out on us each 5 times, and they still got the nerve to call us mutts. And they were all using the most meta builds. How you gotta switch out on a 70-year-old build 5 times, and then you still have the nerve to call me a mutt? Yeah, they got like 3 guilds on us, and that's the third. I didn't record it. And also, I play a clip at the end of today. I mean, at the end of the video, I literally recorded it today, Thanksgiving Day. Because I got nothing better to do in my life other than play Deepwoken. But so I really jumped these guys in a 4v1. I almost lost because one of them was a boosted ass heavy user with crazy slots, right? He did all of my health in 1 M1, and that's balanced. I'll play the clip right now, real quick. Alright. There were 4 of them, but one of them still ran, of course. And also zoom in real quick. This boosted ass heavy user did all of my health in like 10 M1s, 50% physical armor for what? Like, just watch what happens, right? And then I still ended up knocking him at like a bar, a health pact. Then they ran. One of my guild members came. He was guildless, but he was like in the VC. I think you gave him. Yeah. So basically, that's what ended up happening. Just watch the rest of the clip. Those guys were ass. Anyway, yeah. obviously I clutched up. I knocked him, and then his boyfriends, Oompa Loompa, Boosted, other Boosty heavy users, they come running to save his ass. And of course, this is like right about the time my guild member shows up. Then we beat the fuck out of them. I think, yeah. I'll play the clip after where they both logged as soon as they saw me. 2 of them, and they logged on site as soon as they saw me, bro. I swear, yeah. What the that's the end of this video. I do recommend jumping them if you do see them. They're all some boosted trash lame ass bitches. Free loot if you do manage to find them. Just fucking block parry dodge. Like, I'm not even joking. They just gonna spam M1, so you good. Anyway, see ya.